If you're a football fan and you haven't heard the name Brandon Sorsby, you have been living under a rock. Now, the diehard fans know exactly what I'm talking about, but the casuals may have heard the name, may have not heard the name, may know more, may know less. Don't worry, I got you. In just a few minutes of your time, I'm going to recap the story of the most controversial NFL draft prospect of our generation. Let's get to it. Sorsby's story started as a three-star recruit out of Texas. He had offers from Navy, Army, Delaware, and Indiana. He ended up enrolling at Indiana to play for the Sooners. Sorsby redshirted his true freshman season before starting 10 games for Indiana the next. In 10 games in 2023, Sorsby put up an underwhelming stat line of 15 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, only 158.7 yards per game, and a 57% completion rate. Prior to his sophomore season, Sorsby transferred to Cincinnati to play for the Bearcats. In Cincinnati, Sorsby took major strides forward. Over 2 seasons as the Bearcats starting quarterback, Sorsby put up 45 touchdowns in the air and 18 touchdowns on the ground with only 12 interceptions and a total of 276.7 yards per game and a completion percentage of 62.9. After the 2025 season, Sorsby was viewed as a late first-round pick. However, he chose to utilize his final year of NCAA eligibility and transferred to Texas Tech on January 4th. In late April, less than 4 months after Sorsby committed to Texas Tech, the news broke about Sorsby's gambling addiction. The public was informed that Sorsby had made thousands of online bets on a variety of sports via a gambling app. In addition, the school announced that Sorsby had checked himself into a residential treatment program. This gave hope that maybe he was just getting a solution right away and maybe this could be a small fix. Less than a week later, court documents revealed that Sorsby had made thousands of bets totaling at least $90,000 while in college, including at least 40 on the Indiana football program while he was a part of said program. After weeks of investigating Sorsby's case, the NCAA revoked the quarterback's final year of eligibility. Sorsby immediately responded by hiring lawyers and requesting that the decision be overturned. After the NCAA refused to grant Sorsby eligibility, he took them to court in Loveland County, claiming that the organization had hurt his livelihood and his career potential. Shockingly enough, Sorsby won and was granted a year of eligibility at Texas Tech. Following Sorsby's return to Texas Tech's roster, the Big 12 Conference and multiple scheduled opponents threatened to shun the school and refused to play them. Understanding the threat, Texas Tech understood that carrying Sorsby will only hurt their program and parted ways with the Heisman hopeful quarterback on June 15th. Sorsby claimed that it was a mutual decision and declared his entrance to the NFL supplemental draft. Now, what exactly is the NFL supplemental draft? Now, the NFL supplemental draft is a secondary option for college players who lost their NCAA eligibility after the deadline to enter the regular draft. It functions through a blind bidding system in which teams that successfully draft a player forfeit their corresponding pick in the next year's regular draft. It was most recently used by the Arizona Cardinals in 2019 to select safety Jalen Thompson. Sorsby announced that he would hold a pro day and other events to prepare for this NFL supplemental draft. However, the NFL had other ideas. On June 23rd, the NFL announced that they will block Sorsby from entering the league this summer by not holding a supplemental draft this year. The NFL seems to be unofficially saying that the 2026 season will serve as Sorsby's suspension and punishment in their eyes. In accordance, Sorsby has announced intentions to not play football this year and begin his preparation for the upcoming conventional NFL draft in April of 2027. Talent-wise, Sorsby is most definitely a first-round guy. However, his personal profile will plummet his draft stock. Nonetheless, teams get desperate for talent at the quarterback position, especially if we look at the last couple of draft classes, the 2026 class and the upcoming 2027 class. Compared to what's going on in the league, there's more teams that are desperate for a quarterback than young quarterbacks with high upside going around. Now, most analysts have Sorsby going anywhere from the 2nd to 6th round. It's a complete shot in the dark. I personally, because of the lack of talent that is available, I have a hard time seeing Sorsby fall past the 3rd round. Of course, this is months and months away. Where do you think Brandon Sorsby will get drafted? And honestly, do you believe Brandon Sorsby deserves a second chance?